We can start. Good luck.
Welcome everybody to the US Open 2024 edition that is going along with the 6th Carrom World Cup right here in the Bay Area. And we have the finals matchup between Prakash Gaikwad and Nikhil Lokhande, and the first break is underway. Prakash Gaikwad to break. And that is beautiful shot by Nikhil. And these players, they beat some really top players along their way to the finals. And I want to quickly talk about the US Open 2024 edition this year, because this is a special event because it's happening along with the World Cup and the sixth Carrom World Cup, which is happening in San Francisco, California area, and it's coming back to the US after 14 long years, thanks to our sponsors, SYNCO, which is our equipment partner and equipment sponsor, Core Hive, Trinamax, Carrom Central, Agilicis, Verizon, and many others who have made this event possible. And because we had US Open this time along with the World Cup, the players participating in the Swiss leagues are also eligible to play this event. Although Prakash Gaikwad was not a part of the Indian Carrom team this time, he was here as an official coach for Team USA. And Nikhil, on the other hand, was representing India in the Swiss league, and in the US Open he's playing final here today. And this is the stage in the board where both players are trying to see and get a favorable position for themselves. And Nikhil trying to defend one of the coins to make sure that he has one insurance if he decides to go for a finish if he has an opportunity. Nikhil trying to Prakash trying to, I think, double that coin on his base, and he missed it. Prakash today in the knockout, starting from pre-quarter, beat some really tough opponents, starting from Aminat and Apurva in the quarterfinals, Mujibur Rahman in the semi-finals, whereas Nikhil beat Ranjit Sapre from US in pre-quarters. He also beat Yogesh Pardesi in the quarterfinals, and finally beating Hakim in a nail-biting third set final break, beating him 20-17. That was one hell of a match today. Looks like Nikhil might try and touch the upper black. Oh no, he just pulled it towards him. That's a good hook shot. Can he go for the finish? This coin still seems to be blocked, but there is a small chance where he may just balance drop it. Oh wow, this was a very innovative shot, making use of the coin at the pocket. Both these players represent or play from India and are one of the finest in the sport. This is going to be a best of 3 sets, and yeah, it would be interesting to see who can gain an early advantage. Obviously, whichever player breaks generally has a better advantage, given that the player pulls or does a break on his side of the frame, bringing a lot of his and the opponent's coin towards the player's side, to the players who's towards the player who is breaking. And beautiful break. And this is what is known as a glance shot or a press shot, where he is trying to make some other coins easy while he's trying to pocket a different coin. Although this is not an easy shot to execute, needs a lot of accuracy. I think at this point Nikhil will try to pull some coins towards his side of the base. He also has an opportunity to cut this coin here and then send the striker here to open some of the other coins. He was thinking of doing that, but he hit a hard stroke trying to pull some coins towards his side of the frame. Looks like a coin jumped out of the board and it's gonna come back in the center of the board. Queen is up for grabs for Nikhil, so Prakash will have to play a stroke trying to make it difficult or try to pocket it, although I don't see a easy way to pocket that right now. He can quickly tap it, gently tap this queen and bring it back to the cluster. That's one of the options, but he went for pocketing the queen and missed it. This is one of the easy shots that he can go for. These two are not that easy, given there's a black coin blocking access. And that's a troublesome coin right here for Prakash, because these coins can be later used to execute a difficult shot and make a difficult coin easy. See, that's why Prakash intentionally dropped that coin into the pocket, and now Nikhil is trying to defend that coin. You know, if you have a coin there, you can glance some other coin and then pocket that. He's trying to cut this here probably, but you know, when you miss a cut shot, more often than not you end up hooking that coin. You know, like you go under the coin and hit it from below the coin. And there was a beautiful connection, although it failed to pocket it. I think Prakash was trying to push this white so that he had access for these black coins, and he missed doing that. And again, Nikhil hit a hard stroke because he's trying to push this white towards his base. You know, like at this level, usually if you don't have a straightforward finish, these players, they try to go for multiple combination shots to make one coin easy when trying to pocket the other coin. I think Nikhil is trying to probably hook this coin and does it beautifully. It's not an easy shot to execute. If he hits hard enough, the striker might just come back and hit the white and potentially make it easy. And that's exactly what happened, but this particular white did not go. And now Prakash is going to try and pocket as many coins as he can, because this position is a finished position for Nikhil unless Prakash does a defensive shot. One of the things he can do potentially is trying to cut this coin and send the striker here, try to dismantle it from that position, but looks like he's going for a finish. He's trying to pocket all the coins, and now he's going to try to tap this black, I guess. Not really, he's not trying to do that. He's trying to push this black and see if it could touch the frame, making it a little difficult. And 5 points for Nikhil. Both players trying to be as offensive as they can, not going for a lot of defensive strokes, trying to play aggressively and pocket all the coins with a lot of combination shots. Break is a really important stroke of the game, because that will set the tone for the rest of the break, rest of the game. And as soon as you do a break, both players, they identify an area, a cluster on the board, which nobody will try to touch unless they have an advantageous position, because the opponent's coin may be stuck there. And that's why break is super important. This was an unfortunate break for Prakash. He missed this break. None of the coins went, and Nikhil has a turn. He's going to try and blast away these whites, because these are blocking access. And he's tried a force shot, trying to force that black in. Prakash maybe gonna try to hit it hard and open the other coin. Yes. These, as I was saying, that these players, more often than not, they go for a combination shot. They think about the next stroke and the next coin when playing a current shot. And looks like a white went. He tried to blast open the cluster towards his side, and now has queen for the taking. This is the cluster right now that nobody's going to touch until they have an advantageous position. And at this stage, looks like Prakash will have that advantage. You can also try and cut this coin here while trying to send the striker. That was an option, but looks like he did not have enough angle. Another white coin. That is fairly easy for these players. And now he's gonna probably try and push the cluster towards his side. I don't see a shot, but again, these players, they're able to execute shots that very few can think of. Now Nikhil has a lot of work to do here, and he tried a circle shot, circling the black around, trying to make one of the whites tougher. But these are still fairly easy for Prakash at this stage. Nikhil trying to find a way to defend one of the coins. And it would be... Wow. This was very audacious shot. Trying to press. No, he was trying to cut the shot. This is interesting because both these players, they're not going for a defensive shot. They're just trying to make way for them. Trying to finish. And this gives him 8 points, making the score 13-5 in favor of Prakash. And in the commentary box, I have with me Murli, who is going to join me for the US Open finals for this year.
Hey, Chandu. How's it going? Cat and mouse?
Not really, look at the shot. These players are not here to defend any coin or, play cat and mouse. They're here for serious business, which is pocketing pretty much all the coins on the board. So at least so far, that's the case. Everybody's just, both of them trying to go for the shots and, making some magic here and there. What do you think about the matchup, this matchup?
It's a long day of battle, bringing them to this spot where they're fighting for top honors in the main champions group for the US Open title for 2024. So it is a long journey, it is a beautiful journey, and they're here to take it all. So it's not been an easy field to conquer. And getting back to the game, they're looking at make so easy for you viewers, but this is very high skill at display.
Totally, Murli. And this year especially, the playing field has been super high quality, given that we had the World Cup along with this US Open, and a lot of players from the Swiss League participated in this US Open.
Yeah, some of the names would include obviously Yogesh Pardesi at the very top, who was also in the fray. We had Kajal, also from India, who was also in the fray. Gufran was playing in the US Open as well. So the field has been pretty strong.
Right, and also Mohammad Hakim. I don't know if you had a chance to catch the semi-finals between Nikhil and Hakim. It was a nail-biter finish.
Yeah, it was almost a case of who blinked first. It looked like Hakim had a wonderful chance or created one for himself. But did he choke, did you think, at the last shot?
When we watch these players play generally, we feel like these folks are invincible, they just don't have any nerve. But then, just seeing them once in a while sort of missing these easy coin makes me feel that even these folks are human. And I do think he choked. It was a pretty routine coin for these folks.
Yeah, I agree. And that's what brings Nikhil to the table here to thrill us again.
Yeah, according to me, I guess I was my money was on Hakim. He beat Gufran in straight sets, and Gufran was playing phenomenal. He won the Swiss League for this edition back to back. He was also the defending champion at the Swiss League.
There was another uncharacteristic miss from Prakash.
But I think it worked out for him, right? The queen is blocked. There's no access. I mean, he does have access, but it's, not the easiest.
He goes the other way around then. I have multiple doors to get in through, access or not.
And now he's going to probably circle the black coin. Wow.
That's pretty close. So we are on board 4. Prakash leading Nikhil by 13 to 5. And Prakash is making sure he has sort of an insurance there. He has 4 coins to deal with. Queen is nicely placed. He's not going to miss this.
Yeah, looks like it's a finish for him. This is the only coin that's probably a bit tricky. But again, these folks, they make it look super easy.
And the speed control was quite awesome on the previous coin, which is kissing the board. And Prakash goes up by 4 more. That takes him to 17 to 5. Is it a battle of nerves and probably a lot of respect for Prakash's game that Nikhil is showing?
Yeah, no, I think Nikhil will probably start defending, like making sure he has an insurance coin, because Prakash is just pocketing pretty much all the coins.
This was Nikhil's board to take actually, right? So he missed that rotation shot.
Yeah. I mean, he went for a very, audacious finish, and obviously, high risk, high reward type situation. But looks like Nikhil has a plan. Not working, but he's trying to be offensive. I've heard this statement, people saying, offense is the best defense. How much do you agree with that?
Oh, it's a principal part of the game. It's also what's your DNA, right? I mean, risk appetite, pocketing skill. Obviously, at this highest level, you need to have all those tricks in your bag, skills in your pocketbook.
Murli, you were also part of US Open this time. How much did you enjoy playing these top players?
I had a few successes as well. I had never beaten an Indian player before, so I had the pleasure of playing 3 of them. I did best Neelam ji, who's an awesome player. She's currently the 6th ranked woman player from India, and it was a great match. She was up 15-0, and I was lucky enough to have 2 big boards, 10 and 7 against her. So yeah, it was a fun exercise, but yes, it was an awesome experience. As Nelson Mandela would say, you never lose. You either win or you learn. That's the attitude I come with. So there's been a lot of learning for sure, but winning is sweet as well.
That's amazing, Murli. I had a chance to play against Prakash, but he beat me blue and black in 4 breaks. That's the level at which these guys play. But it was truly, as you said, a good learning experience on how the composure these folks have and the control they have, the command they have this game. What do you think about this position right now, Murli?
I think it's very important for Nikhil to get this board and put some more points on the table to make a match of it. Else you're digging yourself into a hole. To remind our viewers, this is a best of 8 boards. This is not a full game situation, so you have limited time as well in the sense of in sense of the number of boards. So my guess is he has an insurance here, but it's not a solid one. So it'll be interesting to see how he navigates. So let's get back to business now. I think he is going to make sure it's hard for Prakash to have a clean look at a finish. I think Prakash is just going to drop that.
Let's try and hook the
coin.
white. These folks, they're not going for a simple shot to make the next coin. They're just trying to go for all the shots.
Jury is out, I would say. It looks like this would have been finished there by Nikhil for sure, but he wanted to have that insurance there before he attempted this coin, and that was a soft shot. which he missed. I guess he's going to release this down here with the chart, and he did it, but it's still not a clean path. I don't think this is makeable, even by the best of skill and talent.
If this goes, Prakash wins this set, but
There will be definitely one more board, unless
look at that.
there's a mishap here. Uh,
He can probably cut this coin here, pull the black.
he's
one of the
going
options.
to do that, and he did
Wow.
it.
You know,
Your guess was brilliant, but he made it even more greater.
I wish I could play Carrom on illustration. I'm fairly, I'm really good at that.
Yeah, we are talking about these things, right?
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna still miss straight coins there.
Yeah, there's a replay for you,
This was a highlight,
and we need to slow it down a lot to really understand what was happening there. This is brought to you by Carrom Pro. Carrom Pro has been a significant tech partner for us, and Josh and Jared are managing the boards for us. And while we bring this live to you from the 6th Carrom World Cup, the US Open part of it. This is the finals you're watching between Prakash Gaikwad and Nikhil Lokhande battling out for top honors for the US Open.
In this particular event, like this World Cup, we have seen some comebacks, and do you see this being one of them?
I hope it is one of them for us and the viewers who are watching this live, whichever part of the world you're from. This is being broadcast on the SYNCO channel and carried, beamed, if you would like to call it that, to 20 different countries at this point in time, if not more.
Does it look like he's trying to go for a slam? This connection shot?
Oh, the hope and wish is always to go for a slam. It requires some skills to maneuver the board, and that is one part of it. Perhaps that is the only way it could have gone, with this black coming down, so he could go the queen here and so on. So it was a good chance, or he created one. That was accuracy. Is that pinpoint accuracy?
Some would call it's pinpoint accuracy, but I think Prakash was also trying to push the white a little above so that he can try and pocket the other coins.
Yeah, he just clears it up.
Yeah.
That was a brilliant shot to make sure he has all the pockets clear for him. Better safe than sorry. Didn't want to give Nikhil a clean look at that. Now there'll be some cat and mouse before they decide they have a chance to finish the board.
I think we have two clusters right now that are probably going to stay until one player has clear advantage. I think Nikhil is going to try to open that as soon as he can.
That is a very soft and cleanly done. The cluster is not a cluster anymore. That was Prakash showing why he's at the finals of the US Open.
Prakash trying to keep this coin to not give access
To the queen
to the queen.
for Nikhil.
And now it's looks like he's trying to go for the queen now. He's trying to go for the black and make it easy.
Nikhil does have a finish. He's going to probably press this after he takes the queen and cover. And queen and cover is gone. Try to release that. Now I think it's more difficult to do a press on coins that are sort of separated this way.
But he does that.
What is difficult for me is certainly not difficult for somebody who's vying for top honors at the US Open 2024. He was hoping to take this further down, not to be, but no problem. I got this covered, as what Nikhil said. That was an 8-point board for Nikhil, getting himself closer with 2 more boards to go. That puts the score at 17 to Prakash and 14 to Nikhil Lokande going into the 7th board. Very important one. Whoever gets a lead here or close the lead is going to put himself in a better place for the last board. It is Prakash to break. It's the 7th break. You see a little of Nikhil's yellow shirt there. A smiling guy all the time. Greets you with a wonderful 1000-watt smile. Prakash ji is all business. He is here to take it all. Prakash ji to strike.
Murli, Prakash ji is here as an official coach for the US Carrom team, and you being part of the team, how was your experience working with him?
It is absolutely methodical, clear, nice communication, a friend to all. There is no my way or the highway. It is just a nuance here, a nuance there, and a suggestion here and a suggestion there. He's been absolutely peach for the US team. We enjoyed all his recommendations, all his corrections that he had to offer. He took a special liking to some of us. Definitely, we are the better off for it.
Yeah, this is probably once in a lifetime opportunity, to train with these top players.
Certainly. The queen has been covered, so it's now all on Nikhil to take care of those open ones and ensure that he gives himself a chance to put some points on the board on this board 7 of the best of 8 boards for the title of US Champion 2024. I would still say that Prakash has his work cut out. He tries to release the white, which he did. I think it does. He can make this, and that's what he's going to attempt at sort of sliding it down.
Like a magical shot, but looks like he had enough space. He hit it hard.
Yeah, I think he has to, while pocketing one of these, potentially try to bring that down.
I think he's gonna probably touch the coin and tie. Yeah, because that way he can make one of the other coins easy.
Yeah, I think Nikhil has to stay aggressive here. It's very difficult to protect the coins the white coins there.
He's trying to circle the.
Try to make it a little difficult, but I think it's still an open path for Prakash to close this out. There is 6 coins, 6 of Nikhil's coin on the board, and the queen is also Prakash's.
Nikhil still has some work to do to make sure that this goes to the 8th break, which is going to be Nikhil's break.
I think it's a tough call right now. He's going to slide that through the gap without touching the white, and he does that nicely. As you said, he still has some work to do. He's making sure that he at least gets a point. It's still this coin is going to be spoiled sport at some point for both of them. Prakash takes care of that one. He'll perhaps not try to touch this on this stroke while he's trying to free this up or pocket it there.
Looks like it's going for a double. It was double touch.
Yeah.
I was halfway there.
Yeah, at least half right at most times. I think Prakash is a better position on the board than Nikhil. He's going to cut the top one, which he misses, and that should make it easy.
I think
on the last coin, he would perhaps go this way to come in and still keep the white in play.
I think he's gonna circle the. I don't know, because he doesn't have a clear access for a rebound. Oh, he just goes for a simple connection shot.
So a clear rebound is also on.
But if he
Black
misses,
touching the black first.
Nikhil has a finish.
No,
And
he got it done. There is 24 points to Prakash at the end of 7th board. So it's the last board. It's 14 and 24. There we have the scores. A miracle or a slam, which is going to happen, or both.
I think probably a bit of both, Definitely needs a really solid break to start with. That's going to set the tone for the rest of the game.
See how smoothly it touches the black first. And
You know-
the accuracy levels are amazing. Calmly done.
I usually have a hard time playing it from the front, let alone trying a rebound shot.
Yeah. So awesome. We are at the last stretch here. Board number 8. Prakash is going to play the blacks. Nikhil is waiting for the magic, which did not happen. Advantage, Prakash. He just has to take 2 coins and he's done for this set. And does it very nicely too.
I think he needs to pocket 3 coins to save this game, 2 coins to make sure that there is at least a tie.
I think he'll make sure Nikhil doesn't have a chance at all, so that he can go up 1 game. That's the pressure.
I think Nikhil is probably already thinking that he's going to focus on the next set.
Yeah.
This position seems too daunting.
So once it's arithmetically not possible to win, do you think they're going to stop and go to the next set?
Looks like they are deciding to play. And I've seen that happen, players deciding to stop continuing that particular break and just going for the next one. But maybe Nikhil is thinking of getting some practice before the next set.
I would like to remind our viewers that we are seeing the fag end of the first set, which is the advantage Prakash Gaikwad in this US Open Champions final. And I think Prakash displayed calmness and great accuracy and talent to take this home nicely. As you said, Nikhil is practicing.
Yeah.
I think speed matters. The speed at which he went out doing that is what helped him play without conscience. So it's Prakash Gaikwad winning the first set in the best of 3 finals. They just switched sides to go into the second set. They should be tied by now in the brief time they get to check the board out. What are the thoughts you think on their mind?
Definitely they must be tired. One of the things we talk about is the stamina to play for long hours, which these guys obviously have practiced, but still not easy. But I think Nikhil, I believe he should start playing more offense-defense combos to make sure he gets an extra turn. I feel he's going too aggressive.
I think, yeah, that's so spot on. What we just saw on the last board when Nikhil had a flash, those positions were all out of position kind of coin.
Yeah.
And I think he'll be off better. He'll be thinking about it. He just broke, and not a great start to this board for him. I think he's going to play the percentages at this point.
Wow.
That's a beautiful shot. I think he's going to stay aggressive from here on.
And that's a close miss. Still has a good position, Nikhil. Prakash ji doesn't seem to have a lot of easy coins, at least at this stage. You think he's gonna glance on this particular white to make some other coins?
No, I think the queen is sitting nicely as a pair with the black queen pair. So he would be eyeing that for sure. I think as he was keeping it on there, he certainly would have thought about that. He's taking that black out of the way so you can perhaps have a shot on that queen black pair. We're talking about this queen black pair or black queen pair. He decides to stay conservative because it would be an expensive miss if he did miss that, and most of his other coins are out of position.
Nikhil trying to go for a cut and return, missing that cut.
Hey, it's been a very, very long day. We started the proceedings at 9:30 in the morning. It's
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock in the evening. We have continuously played for close to 11 and a half hours. If you can add the practice session in the morning where people trooped in after breakfast at 8:30, it's more than 12 hours. A pause here, a pause there to catch a wink or think about things and process them is all they got. They've been playing continuously through the day.
It's a lot of Carrom, which I personally enjoyed a lot. Meeting all these top players, getting a chance to play with them. Just one or two board here and there. Even that is such a learning experience.
That was an interesting attempt, which I thought failed, giving Nikhil an opportunity to perhaps close this board out. He should potentially play this. Then he would, I think he wanted that insurance we always talk about, and hence the choice of bringing the black down.
But don't you think this cluster was already, at a spot where Prakash wouldn't have been able to pocket?
That is yes, but these two should be relatively easy for Nikhil, and that is what he was thinking. But you are right about.
Wow.
I don't know what we are right about anymore. But to your point, I think this is not so easy to solve for without. Okay.
Prakash seems to be pocketing these coins like they're pocketing, these are straight coins for him.
I think there's a magnet somewhere attracting these coins to the pocket, and that is almost done. I think that miss that Nikhil had at the beginning in terms of the queen follow is potentially going to be dangerous. Okay, that's going to be 3 coins on the board. That was the first board of the second set of the US Open Carrom Finals Champions Group between Prakash Gaikwad and Nikhil Lokhande. Nikhil Lokhande is on our left of your screen. When they have this camera in front of you, you realize that he's wearing a bright yellow blue t-shirt, easily identifiable. That is Nikhil. We thank our sponsors, SYNCO, Trynamex, Carrom Central, Agilisys, Core Hive, PNG, Cell Revolution, Sunray, State Bank of India, and all this is brought to you by Verizon. Without sponsors, there's no World Cup, so we really love our sponsors, and we, with gratitude, say thanks. So since Nikhil had the queen, Prakash gets 3 points for his efforts. It's Prakash to start off the second board of the second set in this best of 3 finals. It's not a full game.
Right, it is best of 8 breaks, first to 25 points or 8 breaks, whichever happens first.
Creating that additional pressure to treat every board as important, unlike in a game where it's a full game, where you can tactically play on. It's almost like a test match. When it's a full game, you have lots of opportunity to recover. It's not over till it's over, and that's a different format. The benefits to both formats.
What would be a possible strategy, when playing a full game versus a game where you have a limit on the number of boards, a time limit?
My sense is that in a full game situation, there's no control of the clock. I've seen some games go in this very edition of the 6th Carrom World Cup to almost 4.5 hours. Both were doubles games in this case. Nobody wants to give anything up, not a quarter taken, not a quarter given. So while there is virtue to a full game where we have a clear winner after all the tactics are on display, the same is the case with the 8-board format. It's more predictable in terms of time taken for a match to be completed and the schedules of the tournament to go on properly. In terms of strategies, you always think if you can make a slam, you always think you are in the game. And both Nikhil and Prakash have had slams through this 5 days, even if it is 1 or 2. So they would bank themselves up a little more. Then no big boards are given, or that's the norm that I have seen through the past 6 days. There's no pressure of the clock or boards.
By the way, I have not seen Nikhil defending, so much. Looks like he is trying to mix it up now.
Yeah, he's a game down, so he has to. You'll see some strategic changes, and Prakash is calmly doing what he has to do best. The choices he makes are always a treat to watch. It's always a mix of offense and defense.
I think Nikhil is trying to make it difficult because Prakash ji seems to have access to the queen.
And no straight line cover that's visible, right? No, Prakash, I think still has to clear some parts of it up. If you're talking about that being clean or that being available to Prakash,
I think so because both are relentlessly trying to have that coin.
it's a brilliant shot.
No, I think
I understand. Oh, but of the wrong coin.
yeah. Now that he has, okay, he is going to go for a connection shot, which if he makes, has the queen and a cover for the taking.
I've not seen Prakash miss those coins in a while now. Nikhil just nudges just enough to create a sort of a question mark when Prakash does try to attempt it. And he did a brilliant job taking that white away from there. So there's no clear path to the queen. Or that's what I think. And Prakash is happy about it. He's not going to sweat it. That was a failed make it easy for yourself attempt.
I think Prakash ji sort of hit it hard to make the queen easy and bring it towards his side of the base. I think he's going to try that again, try to double the white and make the queen easy.
He does just that.
Do you think he's going to go for this?
I think Nikhil finds himself in a situation where it's difficult, or he has thought of this being difficult to defend, or the style that Prakash plays with is perhaps bothering him just a tad. It looks to me that Nikhil is always behind on every board. That was so nicely done. There's not much use of force, just pinpoint accuracy. And while he attempts this to the third pocket. You'll see that uh, he'll probably make it because he's so calm, collected about it. It was a pretty close thing.
I think Prakash ji was super careful because he didn't want to make this 2 coins easy because
That would be game over, at least board over for board in favor of Nikhil. Great point. Oh,
I think Nikhil was trying to make those 2 coins a bit easy, but he had to. He was trying to hit it softer, the white coin.
it's a double touch. Yeah, another failed double touch. But I think he's happy for it. He was not perhaps 100% banking on it being pocketed. It also serves the other purpose. This is a good thing Nikhil is doing, is ensuring all the ones that can be eaten up is eaten up. This last coin typically talks about the nerves, and he held there.
Pocketing all these coins, not so easy coins at this stage where there is one easy coin that can cost him the whole prig is just tremendous.
That is a nice release of the penultimate coin, making it interesting. Now you can see everything very clearly. It's nobody's going to give up. Who wants it more is going to be the basic question. I think both of them seem highly motivated not to let go.
Yeah, I think Prakash was already playing a lot of defensive shots as well in the first game. But I think that in this particular game, Nikhil played a very beautiful defensive game. It was a close miss.
You can. That hurts. I was so rooting for him there. We'll see how methodical Mr. Methodical himself is. Hey, we are so happy to have Madhuvir Konidena, who's been a huge benefactor for us for this World Cup. He comes from Core Hype Technologies, a great outfit in Maryland. And welcome to you.
Hey,
Mr.
totally.
Madhuvir.
Thank you so much. How are you?
It's been a wonderful ride so far.
Nice.
I think we have Nikhil having scored 10 points. It's a big board for him on
Nice.
key miss from Prakash ji. It was a good break as well. Just to remind our viewers, this is Murli Balasubramaniam from the United States Carrom Association. We are watching the finals between the US Open finals, that is, of the Champions Group, between Nikhil Lokhande and Prakash Gaikwad, both from India, who are vying for the topmost honors here for the 2024 US Open. Hey, Madhuvir, Let me ask you a few questions. First of all, from the US of A and from the United States Carrom Association, we are very thankful for your benevolence in coming through for us, coming through for such a big event as such as this. What made you do it?
It's a big honor to be here and be part of a big event like this. And this Carrom community has been hiding from me for years. I've been in US for almost 26 years now, but I came to get connected to the Carrom community in the last 1.5 year, 2 years, I would say. And it's a big change in the way the people, connections. It's a big society that I really just love the whole vibe of it. Like I'm living my childhood again, and I used to play as a kid, and now back to Carrom again is something, and it's more than anything. It is teaching a lot of things like you know. Respect first thing. You got to when you play Carrom, you got to respect each and every coin, even if it is at the pocket joker, whatever it is. And the same thing, people, connections, and that's what made me pull into it. Now I'm so addicted to Carrom now again.
That is so awesome. Thank you so much. Let's get back to the game for a second. You're welcome to chime in terms of what you see.
Sure.
We have Prakash playing the whites on this board. This is board 4 of the best of 2 sets, best of 3 sets, and this is the second one. Um, Prakash having won the first set. Uh, it looks like it's a nice clean board for Prakash. This may be a little bit of a pickle. He will solve for it for sure. Um, I think we have Nikhil has his work cut out, is what I was about to say, and that's pretty much what he did. He tried to block as well. There's no more block. I am not so sure why he's keeping these.
Right.
But I'm sure he's backing himself up to clear quite a few of those coins. He's going to potentially use a glance here to play the next one or not. That glance would have opened up the white having an easy path, and that's why he made the choice of not using the glance. Potentially he would have used the glance if that was not the case. There was a beautifully executed third pocket shot. So, Madhu, you said you came here a long time back. You said 26 years, if I'm
That's
not
right.
mistaken.
That's close to yeah.
That means you must have been 1 year old when you came here, huh?
Thank you, but no, I wish.
Um, uh, Again, can you remind us about what your company does and talk about your company a little bit?
Sure. My company is Core Hive Computing. Started a little over 20 years or so, and we do high performance computing and cloud computing, artificial intelligence. We provide managed services and things like that. So more into IT services.
Yeah. So how long has it been since you started your own business here in the United States?
It's been close to 21 years now.
Okay,
Yep.
that's awesome. You guys have offices all over the world, or people from all over the world?
Yeah, we do, but mainly in US. We have in India and we have in Australia as well.
Okay, that's a small business, you said,
Yes,
and you just operate from 3 parts of the world.
correct.
Okay, awesome. So again, you have been a big benefactor to us. We can't thank you enough. That was great skill, as you saw. I thought Prakash was banking on
Oh,
this
yeah.
coin which was there, and it disappeared in a jiffy.
Yep.
Now it's totally advantage Nikhil Lokhande as we get to the fifth board of the second set, best of three. Gaikwad is one game up. It's going to be Nikhil's strike again. Here are some highlights from the previous board. I'm sure this is going to be a highlight reel right here. You can learn this. You can do it.
Wow.
Come and play Carrom with us, and we'll all have fun and a great deal of other benefits too. Madhuvir, can you tell us a little bit more about how many employees you have all over the globe?
Yeah, we close to like 50 all over, including US. We have like mostly 30 plus here in US and 20 around the globe.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yep.
And what are you looking forward to in 2025 in terms of goaling for your company?
Well, there's always more business to bring in, but it's about, you know, helping the community understand everything is going to be HPC, high performance computing and AI going forward, and that's where we are. So we're going to help the community use all the latest technologies and come together.
I love the way you said community in every single sentence.
Thank
That
you.
tells you why you're communicating with us as well. The United States Carrom Association. It is beneficial to everybody in so many different ways. Brings, as you said, childhood joy back into everybody's life,
Yeah,
and that's what sports does in general.
absolutely.
And we are so thankful. We will have you back again tomorrow.
Yep.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
We
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
it.
Have a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Good luck.
Yeah. Hey, back to the game. This is Murli from United States Carrom Association. I've been part of this World Cup as a player as well, and it has been a fascinating ride to see 200 plus players from 20, almost 18 countries. A couple of countries could not make it at the last moment. Back to the game. Um, we are on board 5. Prakash just pocketed the queen and cover. It's not an easy path to closing out this board. I'm not so sure whether it was nerves. I had already called the queen and cover for Prakash, not to be. That was a very nice attempt. Nobody's trying to give anything away. Nikhil is being careful about it. Um, it looks like Prakash played a safe shot, trying to keep the queen away, but Nikhil was up to the task. He just made sure he took advantage of the other position, the other side of the queen, the pairing he did on top of it. That release here was magnificent. I think you all should practice this and make it happen. The queen release into the spot that he just saw. It's not easy to execute. I think Nikhil's confidence is pretty high at this point. He has just this one more coin to cover. After I thought he had this covered already. Looks like that was a miss. Gives an opportunity for Prakash to reduce some of the coins. He does, and Prakash must be thinking that he perhaps this is a difficult coin for Nikhil to pocket. So he's going to make sure his other coins are easy or in a better are released for him to be in a better position to complete the board. That is Prakash. This the board position, which keeps constantly changing, is what made Nikhil save this coin first. That was a wrong shot from Prakash, opening up this final coin with a long rebound. This black coin was always going to be causing problems, and I think you're seeing a seesaw battle. This would help Nikhil, but Prakash may have other plans. I think that was a brilliant one for this coin to be moved back a tad to open space for this black coin that you just saw Prakash pocket. It'll be interesting to see what choice he makes on this coin. He chooses to bring it back. He thinks Nikhil would find this difficult, but it should be an easy one. I am stunned at how Nikhil got to miss that. A little too casual, perhaps. Prakash is going to simply cut that out. And he misses that too. That's two very highly talented folks completely missing both this coin and this coin. I'm sure there is some... The mouth is drying up when you attempt such an important coin in terms of the situation of the match. And that is what I thought we saw. Both of them absolutely missing a coin here. And I think our good technical team is going to show you that, but this should be that attempt where it... Oh, this is the one which closed it out, but I was hoping Josh would bring up the one we missed. Butterflies in the stomach, too much to lose. Now Nikhil goes up by 4 more points. The last 3 boards are now ready for doing battle. This is Prakash, board number 6 of the best of 3 sets to decide who the US Open champion is 2024. It's a reasonable strike, but not a great one. It doesn't set Prakash up for a lot many things. That is why he had to probably push this coin out before, forcing him to play some more uncanny shots, I guess. It's not a great position for Nikhil as well. He's going to use that and come down is what he originally thought. Then he decided to use the whites instead. I thought he rushed into that a little bit, or perhaps that was the intent. But leaving a bomb coin like that is never the intent by any player. I'm sure it is just the effect, not the cause. If there's a replay on that, it'd be nice. I think it's a foul being called. I think the coin touched the player or some such call. It looks like Prakash has accepted it was a foul. No coin went in. So we had a foul placed and he loses his turn. Or he didn't make anything, so he won't lose his turn, I guess. So keeping all these 4 pockets clean for your shots is very, very important. So typically most players, if they need to do it to enable some of the coins being pocketed in that particular area, they would play defensive shot to open that part up. What you're seeing right now is Prakash on your right is methodically going about what he does best. That is eat coins for lunch, breakfast and dinner. And when I say methodical, I'm talking about highly measured percentage shots or shot selections being absolutely spot on. We had many one-on-one session or team sessions with him as part of the as, as part of being a coach for the US team. As I'm talking to you, it looks like he's clinically like a surgeon with a scalpel, going about um, making room and space for him to finish the ball, make a fight of this game. Again, to remind you, this is board 6 of the best of 3 finals to decide who the 2024 US national champion is going to be. He will open these up. He just is so perfect at this. He made sure that white moved just about so that he can play that, and that goes out further, so this could be the set. That is a set, so we are even at set apiece. This is a good, strong comeback from Nikhil Lokhande to really make it a big match for all the spectators. They're going to take a few minutes break. So set 2 goes to Nikhil Lokhande. The first set was totally Prakash, and the second set seems to have been totally Nikhil. Let's see what happens in the next one while we play some key shots from the entire set for you. Coming up right now, we thank our sponsors, SYNCO, our equipment sponsor, Trynamex, Bay Area tech company, who has been a great associate and a partner for us, a great sponsor for us. Carrom Central, which brings the Carrom world together. It's Agilisys, Core Hive Computing. We just heard from Madhuvir Konidena, their CEO, who has been so forthcoming in making this World Cup happen for you. This is brought to you by Verizon, a telecom giant that I also happen to work for. P&G, Cell Revolution, who's provided so many phones and other services for us to make this program, make this event a big success. Sunray and SBI, and more than 100 plus big and small donors who came forward to make this happen for you. I'll just take a couple of minutes break. Back to you. We'll be back live. We are live to you. I'll be back live on my phone with you in a few moments. Enjoy the highlights. Hey, I'm back. The players are back. They took a 5 minute break between two sets. After the two sets, rather, they're ready to battle and we're ready to watch. Um, this is the finals of the Champions Group to decide who the 2024 US Open champion is going to be. On your left is Prakash, ready to start. And it's a failed break. Nikhil is on your right. Both of them are one apiece. I'm joined by Rahul with me. Hi Rahul, how have you been?
Hey, good evening, Murli. Good evening to all the viewers across the globe in the Bay Area, and good morning to viewers in India.
Uh, it's been an interesting battle. It's been sort of one-sided, I would say. In the first set, favoring Prakash's style of play, and Nikhil found his rhythm and the fag end of that first set, and he took the bacon home in the second one. So we are set for a very tight cat and mouse, who wants it more game.
That's right, Murli. I think it's very evenly poised, with Nikhil finding his rhythm in the second set.
In your view, does a break help re-energize, re-strategize, or break is bad for the rhythm?
I think really depends on the style of play. I think Nikhil might be a rhythm player, and he would have liked to have continued his momentum from the second set. I think would have been a welcome break for Prakash. Might just use that break to re-energize, re-strategize, and hopefully breaks Nikhil's rhythm.
That's a good point. Looks like it's an open path at this point for Prakash. While this needs to be resolved, or even this needed to be resolved.
Yeah, I think that was a very tough coin, stuck to the frame. It's gonna play the glance. These players are really good at using the pocket coins for their dual intent shots.
Ah, that was a very nice shot, giving him a chance to close his board out, and his confidence seems to be spot on.
Yes, looks like he's just continuing from where he left off in the second set. He's gonna go for this long cut.
Made a mess of it. It does give Prakash a chance to perhaps close this out. I don't see any obstacles in his way. It seems to be 6 straight coins. 1 down, 2 down.
4 more to go. Wouldn't say it's pretty straightforward, but
He probably would use his glance to play that, and giving him a easier position for the last 2.
that's right.
It has to be really accurate, and it just sort of popped out, circled out.
I think the speed control in that shot is a challenge.
And it's Nikhil who takes the board. It's we were talking about this earlier. Typically, the person who starts the board with the whites has a big advantage, is what we're thinking. And when a strike fails, and the opponent takes advantage of it, and this time it's been close to 8 points, I guess.
Yes, I think this could prove very costly for Prakash. 8 points on white is going to be a challenging and daunting task to come back to. Be very crucial now for Prakash to cut down that lead.
It's
Take the
4 points, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm corrected. I think Prakash got the red, so 4 points is still manageable, I would say.
What do you prefer? You want to call it red or queen? You call it red, and I'll call it queen. And
Sure.
Yeah. Well, let's spread the love. It's referred to as both, anyways.
That's right.
Crucial coin needs a follow, and Nikhil is ready to start us off on the second frame, if you want to call it that, of the best of 8 board. I think we'll end up confusing everybody by calling it a frame. So I'll eat that back.
Sure. I think Nikhil well poised too.
That's a brilliant.
It's a very good eye there. Finds the connection in the cluster. Covers the queen.
We also talked about in the first set, he was uncharacteristically not playing this aggressive, and perhaps the reason for him to lose the first one. He is
That's-
on song, so he clears out for that other white. This white is pickle. There he does it. Now he has a path to that white as well.
Just have to play a nice balance shot.
He did see the center coin. Takes care of business there. He's going to push the white. Yeah, no. He would play a long rebound on this. And he's just throttling it down, Prakash, at this point. That's a double touch option. Or not.
I think he
did.
attempted a double touch there, but managed to release the white.
Now, Prakash would not have the comfort of seeing this coin. So he would take the ones which is available to him. And at some point, he will have to defend this because he doesn't have a clear path to all his coins. With two of the blacks here, he has to minimize the damage on this board.
That's right.
Two down. 3 down. And now, whether I still go for this or I do something about the white.
I think he'll go for that and try to brush the black.
That's nicely done, but he still have it to this hole. So he will take this 5th coin. Now he has 4 left. Now,
Crucial turn here for Prakash.
yeah, he'll probably kiss this into this and do this. That's one option. He's much cleverer than me. But he missed this. This stopped at the pocket.
Yes, I think the primary intent there was to get the white to his base.
3rd pocket. Good enough. Now it'd be interesting to see. He'll navigate these two for sure.
I think he
thought
missed
of
the glancing
touching,
there.
He
That's right.
He missed touching that. He'll still. I think he's opening up these.
That's a good attempt there.
No, I thought he was going to bring one of them out there. That is 6 points to Nikhil. So that takes Nikhil to 10. And Prakash has to find the energy, has to find the skills. And there's some good sharing of what you need to do, I guess, there. This is a very friendly because they know each other for a very long time. They know each other's games, they know each other's skills. That is both an advantage and a disadvantage, you would think.
That's right. Yeah. I think they're fiercely competing. It's all friendship is off the board, I believe. And they're
Yeah.
on the board. They're here to win. And looks like Nikhil is taking a healthy lead after 2 boards.
I think the choices made on the 2nd and 3rd turns were important. Giving more than one problem for Prakash to solve for. This has to be a good strike for Prakash, don't you think?
Definitely, yeah. No better time to pull out a white slam. He did win the semifinals with a white slam the last round.
Huh. So
Yes.
he's not new to the slam business.
Nope, he's not. It's a good break. Has 2 potentially bomb coins there.
So this is still, I see this is a cluster still. So is he going to use this particular coin to make it himself easy on any one of these?
Yes, I think that will be the intent.
He did do good. He brought one black here. And he gave himself a bomb shot which he's going to execute now for his next slam potentially. I think it was the intent to go around and open this up this way.
That's right, it's a
But
triple frame bomb that he tried to attempt there to pull the cluster closer to him.
He has another bomb coin here which he should use to give himself a chance on this board, or he's just going to push it in. I think he's going to use. He has brought himself or bought himself several insurances here. This is not easy, but he should be able to make it.
There was a
it has-
slightly tight angle there.
Yeah.
I think needed really a delicate drop. It's not
So I
easy.
think Nikhil is going to try and. Oh, I thought he was going to make sure all of those coins were released in Prakash's base. It's interesting. I think he's going to pocket that one. And what's he going to do?
He's trying to do a gentle pullback, I would say.
I think he may attempt at getting the zone to that coin. He's being careful since he's down. He cannot he can't take too much of a risk.
It's a pretty decent outcome, I would say, for Prakash.
Yeah, if you are Nikhil, would you keep this as is? Play something else?
At this point, yes, that looks like the only white that's being blocked there.
That is nicely done. He pushed this out here, and he's blocked that there as well.
That's right. Prakash just surveying the position.
He's taking those two blacks out, so potentially giving him a couple of turns back.
That's
But
right.
it all depends on the shot. It's very nicely done. He still has to take care of this business. Maybe not yet, or maybe after that coin.
One thing to keep in mind here is the white bomb that Prakash has
Yep,
at some point.
he does get rid of that, and he bought himself another turn.
That's right. It's all about calculation here, Murli. Making sure how many turns do you have to finish and how much your opponent has, and make sure you're always having at least one more.
Yeah, this miss that you just saw is very uncharacteristic. I would say it's purely because they've been playing the entire day. It's been more than 12 hours since the day started. If you count the plus 1 hour, they spent time practicing and warm up to be an additional hour. That will put the play time at 13 hours just today.
That's right, Murli. It's a grueling format. It's a lot of Carrom, test of stamina and mental strength.
It's
And
an
look.
amazingly done double touch.
Very delicately done. Flawless. It's just doubling those coins like it's just some pocket coins.
He would go third pocket.
I'm trying to get to the third pocket and get a healthy read. That's
He
a
just
little
missed that.
unfortunate.
That should give Prakash a window to close that, bring that back a little bit, because this is going to not necessarily be an easy one to close. So that white has to come in front of the black.
That'll be the intent.
That's reasonably good enough. Now he will go for this and push it down, or make both of them almost. Now
Okay.
I think it's important for opening up that shot. I mean, he almost did that. Now it's a problem to solve for both players.
That's right.
We're going to push it down in a little bit without having to attempt for. There we have both of them equal chance. Of this or that. Because it's so close to the base or touching the base, options are limited, but you have to be really perfect about it. Since he has had the queen, I think Prakash took the queen.
That's unfortunate. Played the punch shot, as they would call it. Uses the frame and the striker.
Just one fine point here. Nikhil was rubbing the striker off the base. He's not allowed to go here to do the same. If he does that thing out here, the striker thing that he did here, in this spot, then it's a foul.
That's right. Only seen the players are only allowed to rub and manipulate the amount of powder on their base and not in the playing surface. It's common to both the opponents.
This was a clinical approach. It looked to me like it was a surgeon with a scalpel. He makes this a third pocket and still not happy with that. He connects that, misses this, but still all good. What you're seeing there, this piece of paper is used to polish the surface of the striker to ensure it's smooth again. I think he thought there was some grain stuck there or some issue with the smoothness of the flow of the striker, and hence he got this sandpaper, most likely 3000 or 5000 grit sandpaper, for him to clean the surfaces of the paper, and that is allowed between boards in the world of Carrom and the world of Carrom tournaments as well. So so that was a few more points to Nikhil on that board. So it's advantage Nikhil with just a few more boards to go.
That's right. So a healthy lead that he'll try to hold on to here with his break. Try to extend it. It's another good break.
It's a decent break. A lot of work to do. I wouldn't call this a slam break yet unless he manipulates. This is the biggest advantage. We'll explain a little more about the bomb shot or how that is used and how it is such a fearsome weapon, and you'll probably see this demonstrated here. He missed it, but typically if you're more aggressive, most of these coins would have come out on this side by intent and providing yourself a greater chance to close the board out.
That's right. I think the bomb didn't go up. It's the way he had intended there.
Are they tired is my question. I would not have assumed Prakash would have missed that shot. Having seen him all day, it's quite surprising for
Yeah.
Prakash to have missed that shot.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get his rhythm back here. Very uncharacteristic. Such unforced errors are very rare to see.
You're mentioning it's a decent strike. I thought it was a pickle for both of them to solve. It was neither great for Prakash or Nikhil. I think Prakash is concentrating just a tad more because he's I think he will push this out a little bit, and in that attempt he missed
That's
his
the
pocket
margin
point.
for these kind of shots. You play the dual intent,
I
carefully
think
weigh
he
the.
can kiss this off this and pocket it there. That's what he attempted. That has to be done at different speeds if you want to be successful most of the time. That choice tells me and tells you and tells the viewers that Prakash is behind by 11 points. You see it on the screen. He wanted the queen to come down, but a failed attempt. Now
Slightly
he
tricky
will-
position.
he
He's
will-
able to press the black.
he'll press it back way a tad little and pocket this. And that's
Nicely done.
beautifully done. And this should be an easy tap. That's what he does. It's 5, 6, 7. That's 10 more points. It's 21. 21 points to Nikhil.
Yeah, this looks like a very uphill battle now for Prakash. They'll change the sides now.
I think fatigue has set in for Prakash at least. And fatigue is a crazy thing. When coins are going, it just buoys you to play even better, and you keep going for more, and it seems to work all the time. I mean, I'm speaking from personal experience, of course, and you feel more fatigue even when there is none. When the first couple of coins miss.
That's right, Mutli, and the misses have an emotional drain on you, and the anguish and the disappointment that comes along with misses drains your energy further. And these players that we're looking at have the experience to cope from such situations.
Yeah. While we are on this frame, I would like to point out that this is brought to you by Verizon and Core Hive, our big principal sponsors, alongside Agilisys and Trinamix, Carrom Central, Cell Revolution, SBI. We thank them for being so generous in bringing this to you live. So this is board 5. Lokande is looking at the last stretch. I'm sure feeling super confident. He has his potential bomb to use and open all this up. He has to be absolutely accurate in doing that. And that is exactly what he does. It does open up those few whites, and he has a pair coming out this way as well. He's going to get rid of this white first into the pocket. Just push that out. So he I would think would choose this third pocket while getting the queen released over, or not.
That's unfortunate.
I don't think he even attempted this. I think his calculus would have included that these coins were pointed to that pocket.
Look at that. That's
That-
nicely done.
Yeah.
Making the way. Using the black and the striker, pushing it along.
Mhm.
Is he going to go for the double touch, or is he going to pull it out? Yep.
That's
Saving the queen, bringing it safe, housing it in his base.
How do you get out of being 21 points down in the third of the best of 3 games to decide that in 4 more birds, including this one, to score 1 more than the opponent? What would your mindset be?
I think these top players have seen it all, I would say. Somebody the caliber of Prakash has probably been in these kind of situations numerous times.
Yeah.
He would be focusing it at this point, board by board, shot by shot.
He didn't come down as much as he thought, I guess. If this had come down, if the queen had come down, he would have had an easier finish and close out. Now he's forced to defend that queen.
Meanwhile, Nikhil trying to use this position to his advantage and clear some long coins.
So is he going to place it here and pocket this and get this out?
Yes, I think something like that. He'll have to make way for the queen.
Or he's going down. He should have been a little more aggressive. I think this is going to be fun to watch the next few seconds.
Yes, some crucial turn here.
The queen is going to come back to base.
And get the
perhaps-
black out.
That's
Interesting.
nicely done, but not enough. We need 4 points, Nikhil.
Opportunity here for Gaikwad.
Oh,
Gets lucky there. Probably the luck he needs to change the game in his favor.
And he does say sorry to Prakash. This is the shot for taking it all.
He
Not to
misses.
be.
This could prove costly here.
Is this is the yes. Prakash is on the board for 1 point, and this probably is the beginning. Oh, okay. Why?
Nikhil finishes the board there with 1 point.
Yeah, but how did Nikhil finish the board? I thought Prakash finished the board. Oh, I missed that. I'm so sorry to my audience. We have also been working so hard for the past 14 hours. So while I ask for your forgiveness, the score has been corrected. It looks like it was Nikhil who finished the board for a point, and my sincere apologies.
There was a very good opportunity for Prakash to get on the board, but I think some unforced errors, like you mentioned, fatigue, probably kicking in. He's gonna go for it here. I think Prakash needs to find a way to get a big board and then hope he can get a slam.
This is the sixth board, so we have 2 more boards left. I think it's game over if he doesn't score here.
That's right.
I think he'll be very conscious of it. I don't know whether he's going to be aggressive or he can afford to be aggressive or very calculated. So this was Nikhil's break, and we have Prakash on the right making a fight or wanting to make a fight of this board particularly. Nikhil just needs 3 points, and Prakash needs only 25.
I think Nikhil's strategy is going to be pretty clear here. Try to reduce the coins. Get the red. Reduce the coins. Even if he manages to lose the board, make sure that it's not by a big margin.
I think he's looking at the finish line. He has been since the beginning of this set for sure. I think it's been fascinating to watch this swing or change of fortunes from the first set to this one. He does keep those 2 blacks here in check, not pocketing these whites, and that's I think there has been a very calculated and good move. While I don't think there's a path for Prakash to finish this board, it is definitely interesting. He would go for this while pushing these down. He helped himself there a little bit, but is still not out of the woods. He missed this. That was a nice attempt at giving himself an opportunity. This should be 4 straight coins at this level.
Yeah, I think Nikhil will back himself to
Practice.
get this here. Nice drills here. Smooth the black out.
Easy pickings.
Yes. I think that's unfortunate for Prakash.
We heard something in the audience about this being a good finish, sort of sarcastically with some humor, trying to cheer up, I'm sure, Prakash into a slam right now.
Yes, this looks really uphill battle for Prakash now. Has to first start with a white slam here.
It has
And
2 boards left. He needs at least 1 point more than Nikhil. It has to be 2 slams.
That's right.
And that too, the next one has to be on Nikhil's strike, assuming Nikhil breaks bad.
Yes.
I think this is, I'll call this game for Nikhil.
Yes, it looks like that. Looks like it's almost done unless Prakash manages a white and a black slam, which is not easy at all.
The intent has been made clear. I thought that was a much more aggressive strike by Prakash. He has to make a fist of this.
He has 2 bombs. Be interesting to see how he uses them and when he uses them.
Yeah, there's no option not to. He's going to come all the way this way. The wrong coin. I thought he was expecting this one, but he just went a little further down. Wrong calculus. And he looks like because of this coin, he won't be able to use this bomb.
That's right. That's a little unfortunate. The black ended up right in front of his bomb coin, because of which he had to move his own bomb coin away, make some space.
Based on the next turn, the gentlemen that they may decide to call the game themselves for Nikhil. So we have a few blacks. That should be piece of cake. And I
Yes.
think they would finish the board and then perhaps concede.
That's right. I think it's a good opportunity for Nikhil to go for a black slam here.
The opportunity always exists.
There's nothing to lose here,
I
and
agree.
which is what I think he's surveying. He's trying to find a way to get those 3 black coins, and he does.
You saw some exclamations from the crowd.
It's one, I would say, relatively hard
This
coin.
comes down here at the end.
That's right. Gonna brush the white, make way for the black.
I would not even bother to free this up or whatever, because that should be a third pocket. I think this, if he's trying to no black slam after all.
Yes, I'm slightly disappointed. I was hoping to witness a black slam live, but maybe another day. I think just
This would
Going
be
through
at
the
most
motions
2
here.
points, yep.
trying to complete the game. Prakash trying to end this on a winning note.
What a tournament this has been, what an outing this has been for Prakash, who's come here to the United States for the very first time. And so also many others from many other countries to put this show for us. This has been a fascinating ride for many people. He would try and attempt and pocket both of them to close us out.
Slightly unfortunate here. Would have been a nice way to finish the board and the game, but I think
Prakash is given the chance to have the last laugh, and that's what he does. And I think we should see them shake hands and congratulate each other for making it to the finals. We have a new winner for the US Open 2024.
it seems they will. Seems they will play the last board.
It's a decision they need to make, and we can't make it for them. I think we'll see some showboating, some grandstanding for our audience. I would certainly think that you all are waiting to see one more board, is it not? I think the game is called, but they want to keep playing.
That's right. They want to play one last board. An opportunity for a white slam here.
They're debating it now. Oh, it's been called. It is Nikhil Lokhande.
The Nikhil Lokhande is a US Open champion. And you see the announcements coming in here.
Yeah, So
Well deserved, I would say, Murli.
Ah, uh, that was an interesting match. That was for the 2024 US Open Championship, bragging rights, cup, and whatever you want to call it. It's been handsomely won by Nikhil Lokhande. It was a great game. It's been a long, long day for a lot of people to come together to make this happen. It's been 2 long days
That's right,
of the
Murli.
US Open.
Started yesterday. We had the round games yesterday, and today the knockout starting in the morning. I think
We
would
have.
say
I've asked Nikhil to come here and share his thoughts, and he'll be joining us soon on camera with you.
that's right.
We will. He can't stop smiling for sure, and let's have a chat with him. He's making his way up. While
That's
he
right.
does that, I have to say this. It's a beaming Mr. Nikhil Lokhande joining us. Please come over.
That's right.
Rahul.
And thank you, Murli.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Thank you, and I'll relieve myself, and I'll have Nikhil joining us here.
Uh, so this is Nikhil Lokhande. Big congratulations to you. This has been an awesome ride for you. And आपको कैसा लग रहा है?
सर बहुत खुशी हुई,
हाँ,
बहुत खुश हूँ मैं
हाँ,
यहाँ आकर.
हम्म,
टूर्नामेंट ऑर्गेनाइज़र कमेटी, वेरी हेल्पफुल ऑडियंस.
अच्छा.
सो दैट्स वाई यही रीज़न था कि
मैं-
लोगों का सपोर्ट प्यार.
मैं यही सोच रहा था कि आई न्यू यू कांट स्टॉप स्माइलिंग. आप स्माइल करते हुए आएंगे और सबका दिल जीत के भी जाएंगे. आपका गेम दिल जीतने वाला गेम था. और पहला गेम हार के आपके दिमाग में क्या सोच रहा था, क्या सोच जा रहा था?
सर फर्स्ट गेम हारने के बाद मुझे लगा कि शायद साइड चेंज होने के बाद मौका मिले. वैसा ही हुआ, बस सब्र करते गया, सब्र का फल मिला.
हाँ. सो सबर का फल मीठा होता है, यही बोलते हैं ना.
यस.
तो हमने यहाँ कमेंट्री बॉक्स में यही बात कर रहे थे कि लास्ट बोर्ड में फर्स्ट गेम में आप पूरे गेम में बहुत स्लो खेल रहे थे. वो आपका स्टाइल नहीं है. आप बहुत रिदम प्लेयर हो. और लास्ट बोर्ड हो गया था, गेम हो गया था, तो आपने एक धमाके में 8 कॉइन निकाल के आपने वो बोर्ड कंप्लीट की, है ना. तो उससे कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया आपको?
नहीं सर, एक इंटरनेशनल इवेंट में इसके पहले कभी खेला नहीं हूँ, तो उसका भी प्रेशर.
आपके ऊपर प्रेशर? आपके हंसमुख देख के सब लोग हंस रहे हैं यार.
नहीं सर, ऐसा नहीं है. ये
तो
इंडिया से बाहर पहली बार निकले हैं खेलने के लिए. इंडिया में तो खेलते ही है, पर वही प्रेशर बोल सकते हैं आप कि जो रिकवर करने के लिए समय लग गया थोड़ा.
ये हम सब भाग्यशाली हैं कि आप यहाँ आए और आपका स्किल्स इतना प्रदर्शन किए कि हम सबको खुश कर दिया आपने. तो आप इंडिया को वापस जाके क्या बोलने वाले हो?
सर मैं बस एक ही बोलना चाहूँगा कि जिन्होंने मुझे सपोर्ट किया यहाँ आने के लिए, मेरे हेल्प बोलेंगे, मेरे फ्रेंड्स, मेरे सीनियर प्लेयर्स, उसमें से कुछ लोग अभी ड्यूटी पर है. बस मैं उनको थैंक यू बोलना चाहूँगा. मुझे उन्होंने सपोर्ट किया, इनकरेज किया यहाँ आने के लिए. लास्ट डे तक जब स्टार्ट हुआ था कॉल लेटर के साथ में, तब से लास्ट डे तक मेरी हेल्प किया. बस उनको थैंक यू बोलना चाहूँगा. बस
ये हो गया आपका सपोर्टर्स के लिए. और आपका फैंस के लिए आप क्या बोलना चाहते
सर
हैं?
ये फैंस नहीं,
ये
हमारे
देखो।
फ्रेंड है सर. सबसे पहले जब हम आए यहाँ पे यूएस में, इनसे ही मिले.
अच्छा. आपका स्माइल तो सब कैमरा को, सब स्क्रीन्स को, सब जगह बहुत ब्रिलियंट कर दिए. आपको यहाँ आने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. कंग्रेचुलेशन
you,
सो
sir.
मच. आप 2024 यूएस ओपन का चैंपियन हो.
थैंक यू सर.
इसको हम अक्षर में लिख देंगे वहाँ पे. सो ऑसम.
थैंक यू.
Congratulations.
थैंक यू सर.
Yeah.
थैंक यू सो मच.
That was Nikhil Lokhande for you, the newly minted 2024 US Open champion. Thank you so much for being with us. Hopefully you enjoyed every moment of this. The show must go on. The show will go on, and it will be tomorrow when you'll see all of us come back here for the biggest show, which is the ladies singles finals and the men's singles finals, hosted on a grand scale for you. You will enjoy every moment of it. Please join us at 9 a.m. Pacific time in the US. for the singles finals. We'll have a pre-game show about 15-20 minutes before that, and this will be for the US audiences. This is going to be on Willow TV. You will love every bit of it. Tell your family and friends to watch Willow TV for the women's finals at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and at 1 p.m. Pacific time will be the men's finals.